Hi guys, we're here in the freezing New Mexico desert and I'll be showing you how to make your own Lambo window enclosures for pennies on the dollar. On a previous video, I showed you how to make a version of these heaters, which I'm also selling on HeatSwarm.com and eBay. You may also remember on another video that I showed you how to make the Lambo window nets. Well, now I'll show you how to make these very simple add-ons to make them weatherproof. Then we'll combine them with the HeatSwarm heater and we'll measure how hot we can make it. So many of you might remember the more popular video we have on the channel, the Lambo window nets, and they've held up for over a year now. No tears, they're very durable. I did add some eyelets to it, so that wasn't something that was included in the original video. Some of you might remember I 3D created the HeatSwarm heat vents in a previous episode, and they've been selling like hotcakes at HeatSwarm.com, so thank you for the support. For those of you that don't remember how these install or how they work, you remove the stock cup holder and you just install the HeatSwarm heat vents, and it redirects that hot air that usually heats up your drink, and now you can just point it wherever you want and it heats up the cabin pretty well if you check out that review video. Okay, let's take a tour of the HeatSwarm factory. Okay, it's my home office, but the top selling state is California, which kind of surprised me. I just thought it was always warm there, but you can see here the machines at it printing a whole bunch of them out. There's a few printed out already and a few ready to go. We got here one going to Española, New Mexico, and another one, surprise, surprise, California. So for this test, we're gonna try 2 HeatSwarm vents, and we're gonna try one in the back. I've never tried that before, so I'm not sure if the air even flows out of there, so we'll find out how hot it gets. We'll also be enclosing the mesh Lambo windows, so it should get hotter since the previous test had them with this mesh that didn't really hold in the heat that well. So we'll find out soon enough. So let's get to the supplies you'll need. You need some scissors, a hot glue gun, and some Velcro. And of course you need the shower curtain, which will serve as your window for the mesh windows. So we're gonna put a dab of hot glue on the Velcro. Unfortunately here I put too much, and you'll see why you don't wanna do that. It's gonna burn your finger. So it does ooze down as you're carrying it if you're not carrying it level to the floor. But the stock adhesive does not work, so you do have to use hot glue so it can stick to the fabric. You just gotta press it firmly in there. And usually a dab does the trick. And there's my thumb glued. It did blister pretty nasty. And you can see the end result. The Velcro does attach very securely, so that's not going anywhere. So now to actually create the window, you want to duct tape it to your side-by-side, and then we're going to trace it, and we're going to see how much we need to cut. So we want to overcompensate as well, because you always want more than less, because then you can correct it later. And here's the outline. You can see it on the white background of my hood. And now we're just going to cut that to size, and you can see there's a little bit extra, even though I already added extra, just to make sure I don't mess it up. So we want to attach some Velcro to the corners just to hold it in place, and then we're going to attach the rest. One dab does the trick. It does make it into one, so that's never coming off either. And now we're just going to attach the rest of them, and you want to attach to every curve and crevice just to get it flush, because the wind will be blowing and you don't want it to shake loose or rip off. And here's the finished product. It looks way better than what they sell at some companies. You know how they look, like trash bags, I guess, and these go for about $200, so mine were $50, so well worth it. So here's the finished product one more time, and you can see it looks great. So now it's time to test it out. So first we're gonna take the ambient temperature, and it's not that cold of a day today. It's around low 50s, but you get the idea. I did drive all the way to Blake's Slaughterburger. That's the only place my wife would agree to drive with me on the side-by-side. She hates riding on it because it's cold, it gets dusty, there's a lot of wind, messes up her hair, etc. So now you see, after the ride, it did get up to the 70s, 100 degrees inside the vent. And even her helmet's in the 70s, so we got a temperature increase about 20 to 30 degrees. So it was a success. She did say she liked the heat now and she will be willing to ride more, so it worked out after all. So now let's test out that rear vent I was telling you about. I'm not sure about that one, so let's see the ambient temp. It does look like it's low 40s, and I did get a thermometer, so I'll be throwing it back there next to the vent and we'll see how hot it gets. So we're gonna ride around for a little bit, and then we're gonna pull out that vent. And I did put those paper fingers. Someone was saying they weren't getting airflow and that the wiggling fingers from the first video was because I didn't have any window enclosures. Well, they're still flowing, so there is air coming out of there with a full enclosure. So now let's see the verdict with the rear thermometer. It was laying next to the vents. And you can see the temperature there is maxed out. It reads up to 80 degrees and it reached probably 90 on there, but before it stopped dialing, so it probably went way higher. So what did we learn with this newly made enclosure and adding 2 vents? Well, we did get a 20 to 30 degree increase in temperature inside the cabin. The wife agrees to ride with me more again, so that single-handedly saved my marriage. So I'll continue to produce these till the demand dies down. Stay tuned for a future summer project that I'm working on, functional hood scoop. In case I didn't mention it a few times already, where to get the HeatSwarm heat vents, that's HeatSwarm.com. It's a little bit cheaper than eBay since there's no seller fees, but if you still want to get them on eBay, you can get them auction style, or you can just buy them flat out. And the seller name is HeatSwarm, so get them before they run out. Oh, and one more thing before I forget, keep it thrifty. Until next time.